Recording. What's going on, bro?
Fuck all, man. What's going on?
First off, before we get into this, I want to give a shout out to Samsung for probably the shittiest invention of all fucking time, bro.
Which is?
My dryer is pissing me the fuck off, dude. Okay, you know how normally you choose a setting and it's like, I'm going to dry for fucking an hour, right?
Yeah.
So now, in new dryers, they have these little sensor bars. And these little fucking sensor bars, they detect moisture. And what it does is if there's no moisture left in it, they're going to stop drying to save energy, right? Great idea. Except it doesn't fucking work, bro.
Can you not override to time?
No, you can't. Dude, I fucking looked into this shit. So I'm in my fucking bedroom, right? You put up like a duvet cover in the dryer and you let it go, but the inside stays wet, but the outside is fucking hot, right? So, dude, I turn it on, turn it inside out. It fucking dries for 10 minutes, then shuts off again. 10 minutes, then shuts off again. So I'm literally going into the kitchen, soaking my hand in water and rubbing this fucking bar with water to get it to stay. Also don't have Wi-Fi in my fucking place. So I'm trying to do this goddamn assignment and I can't finish it because I'm going to deal with the fucking dryer. Dude, I wanted to shoot someone on the way over here.
So what'd you do with the duvet?
Oh, I fucking...
Is it dry or no?
It's mostly dry, and then I soaked the sensor bar and then dipped. Hopefully it's fucking dry when I get home. It won't be, though.
That sucks. So now what? You have warranty on the washer? Or dryer, I mean?
Tell my landlord, like, bro, get a new fucking washer in here. Apparently it's brand new. But yeah, shout out to Samsung, just like your phones. Shit.
Okay, that sucks, man. I can't believe you don't have an override on that shit, though.
Dude, I spent forever looking at it. And there's some dudes, like, clipping wires on the inside of the fucking dryer. And it's, like, double stacked in a closet, so there's no way I'm getting in there.
What a nightmare.
It's harsh burnt.
Yo, real talk, I think mine are Samsung downstairs.
Dude,
stackables.
It's a stackable one. Exactly the same thing.
Straight up, I might have some, but no issues with mine. Mine has an override, bro.
I looked everywhere for mine.
Because I always have it on time dry.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
Well, good thing they're not designing anything fucking important.
Yeah, no shit, right? Just phones. Dude, you remember when Samsung phones were blowing up in people's hands?
Yeah.
When they first came out?
Yeah. But they're still selling, man. Like, yo, I have friends that swear by them.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that love them.
You know? So... I mean, it all depends what you like. Me, I got preference for Apple products. Always have. I'm just like an Apple guy.
Same.
Like straight up. I'm not. It's not even the fact that I think it's better or whatever. Like we all have our shit that we like, and I like Apple. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if you're a chick too, if you're like trying to pick up a chick at a bar, right? And then you like give her your number or whatever, and she texts you, and you hit him back with that green.
Oh yeah.
See, it's over, dude. It's fucking over,
I don't even care. I know a lot of people have like fucking issues with that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't speak poor.
That's fucking hilarious. No, but like,
out of here.
But with the Samsungs, they're like actually real computers. You can like download to them and shit. Like you can't do that with Apple, which I think is dope.
Yeah.
But like I said, I prefer Apples. Laptops, fucking...
How smart is Apple for doing that to where it's like nobody can just get into their hardware and you have to go to their technician and you have to deal with them?
And I think too, Apple doesn't cave to the police. Is that right? When the police ask for shit, Apple doesn't cave. I think Google does.
There was an investigation.
I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, no,
but I think that something like that is right. So like, shout out to Apple for that. You know what I'm saying?
There was an investigation. I don't know the exact details, but it was like 2-3 years ago. And they were wanting to go in and access someone's text files or location services or something like that. And Apple was like, we can't, because as soon as we do this once, we have to do it for everybody. Go fuck yourself. Which is fucking G, bro.
I seen William Barr, the Attorney General for the United States, was given Apple shit just recently for not letting them jailbreak the phone or something like that too. So
who's that?
Shout out to Apple.
The Attorney General?
Yeah, for the United States.
Nice.
I can't remember what case it was for, but I do remember reading that. So good on them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I'm an Apple guy, dog. Always through and through.
Nice, man. What's been going on with you? How's the week? I haven't seen you all week long.
Fuck. Not much, man. Work. Some issues with work.
Yeah, man. Straight up. Scary, dude.
But other than that, man, just pretty chill, bro. Big sports weekend.
Dude, it was a crazy weekend.
Conor back.
Dude, okay. Do you want to get right into it? Because
let's do it.
Shit.
Okay, first off, I fucking, like, okay, everyone's so hyped, rightfully so, but, like, you just knew it wasn't going to be up to the hype. Like, just, like, okay, perfect example, Gaethje Cerrone was over like that.
Yeah.
And this, like, I was hoping to see more of a fight, but, like, fuck, the way you come back and, like, yo, bro, those shoulder shots, the head kick, Like, yo, he didn't even have to land a left, bro.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
I love every bit of that. I was talking with my buddy because we went to a buddy's place and he's got like a home theater. So we had like 10 of us there. It was chill. But I was talking to my one buddy about it. I was like, there's not another sport that can create like one specific little moment where it's, you know, for Conor, this is 3 years in the making. For Cerrone, this is his entire career. He's been wanting a big money fight. He finally fucking gets one, right? Conor has all this pressure. 3 years. Is he going to come back? Is he going to do well? Is he going to come back, right? And then all of a sudden, it's fucking over.
And yo, it was a way different Conor this week. Super humble.
I know.
Hey, like, he's just like, I think he hit his, you know, quote unquote rock bottom.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, you got kids now, and like, is this how you want to be remembered, man?
Yeah.
Like, straight up, like, if you leave it at that, you're gonna be remembered as a clown more than how good of a fighter you were. And I don't care how much money you got, you're still a clown.
I think
you know what I'm saying. You punching old guys out at a bar, man, because they don't want to drink your whiskey. Come on, dude. Like,
it's clown shit.
It is.
It's childish
clown that's so beneath you, man. You shouldn't be doing that kind of shit. Now, on the flip side of that, if I had his kind of money, man, I'd be a fucking idiot too. Yeah, 100%. Like, let's. No one knows what that's like because no one has that kind of money. You know what I'm saying?
100%. So I think that's what happened was like he went from being like Conor fucking McGregor, like on his way up like this. People forget because people think of him as a clown now, but he was starching motherfuckers.
Came from like Cage Warriors, right?
Yeah, dude.
Is that where he came from?
His come up was wild. And so I think the fact that the media is like no longer views him that way, that got to him, right? Like he's been working, you know who Tony Robbins is?
Yeah, is that
like the mental coach?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he's like super into like values and ethics and being a good person and stuff. And so
he's been definitely like, I don't know if he's like selling this new image, but like he convinced me like that he's changed.
Straight up.
Even like the reporters were joking to him this week that he's actually on time for like interviews and shit.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, and his coach Kavanaugh was like, yo, this is going to be the best Conor you see. And like at first I'm just like, well, of course you're going to say that.
You have to.
You know, because that's your guy. I'm like, honestly, I thought with the layoff, he would be rusty. And like, to be honest, not tested at all. No. Let's take this with a grain of salt. Like, yeah, great performance. I'm not going to understate that. But like, already after the fight, Dana's like, oh, Khabib Conor too. No, I don't even want to see that right now. Not even for Conor. Like, I think Conor needs to get better still. Couple more fights. Give him... give him Masvidal, give him Gaethje, give him. I think
this is what I wanted to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about was what do you think's next for him?
I don't care. Like I said, I'd be cool with the Gaethje. I'd be cool with Masvidal.
There's 4 fights, right? There's
just not Khabib, not yet.
There's the winner of Tony Khabib. That's one. There's the Masvidal fight. There's the Gaethje fight, and then there's the Nate Diaz fight. Those are the only 4 fights. Really,
not trying to.
The Nate Diaz one is going to be on the come down. When he starts losing again, because it'll happen.
I say Gaethje, and then Masvidal. That's what I would like to see the next 2.
So I think Gaethje's going to get fucked over again because he's getting fucked in this right now. Like he beat the shit. He did to Cowboy what Conor just did to Cowboy. And then,
I feel bad for Cowboy, man. I don't want people to remember him like this. Like, yo, you know his history. You know, most ever fights, most KOs, most prize money, like
but that
resume is just fucking money.
But that's Cowboy. He'll fight
and
anyone,
even after the fight, he's like, "Yo, I don't even care. I'm ready to do this again." And I love that for him. And like fans love him for that. You know what I mean? Like that's why he's so popular.
What I didn't like was I didn't like him getting interviewed. Like he was so concussed.
Rarely they don't usually interview the losers either.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's why I was like, "Why are you interviewing him, man?" Like he was out of it.
Yeah, probably not a good look.
There's a couple times there where like Rogan would ask him something, and you could tell that he was struggling with an answer, and Rogan just kind of left him.
I never usually watch the interviews. I did watch both of them just because like I wanted to hear. Of course, Conor on the mic is so beautiful. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, that guy, little fucker! I was like, oh,
that guy's like him on the mic is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And then like you see Mayweather put up that shit. McGregor Mayweather 2 in 2020.
No, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Conor needs to stay in MMA.
This shit gets my
fuck dick. That Floyd shit right now.
Oh, man. I know. This shit gets my dick so hard though because of the spectacle and like that was such a fucking buildup, dude.
Oh,
crazy. All of us were like losing our shit, screaming.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, it was fucking wild.
I honestly didn't think he could do this well, like you know, and to a game competitor too. They don't come tougher than Cowboy, bro.
And the thing is, like, if you look, and it's weird that we're talking about shoulder strikes being effective, but
Yo, he busted his nose right,
dude. The first
right
one
open,
straight like busted his nose right open. Then the other one caught him right underneath the eye, and he was like welted up.
His face, like already after the fight, 2 black eyes and fucked up nose.
It looked like he got fucked. Dude.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, for sure.
But, like,
and even he said
shit.
like totally caught me off guard. Those shoulder
Straight
strikes,
up.
you know.
There was I forget who. There was another fighter that did that a little while ago.
That landed like clean like that.
Yeah, and they were working
cool.
good. So it was. I've never seen it standing up in the clinch like that. I've seen it on the ground when they got him somebody pressed up against the cage when they're on their ass.
Yeah,
and they're just driving their shoulder into him.
Physically too, McGregor looked good, bro.
Dude, he looked sauced up, bro. He looked fucking.
He looked good. Whatever he's doing,
bro.
he looks good, man.
Yeah,
definitely looks good.
Okay.
And like what he said, he wants to fight like 3 times this year.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of the fights that we could see him doing, how do you think each one of them go? So. Khabib, I think he gets crushed again. I think we're both on the same boat there.
Yeah.
I think the exact same thing happens. I think he's a little more prepped for it because he said his head wasn't in the right place.
Don't matter. Khabib gets a hold of you, you're done.
It's over.
Yeah.
I think Justin Gaethje fight is a super fucking interesting fight.
I think it ends the same way as Donald. TKO.
Straight right off the rip, really.
Not off the rip, but it's going to be a TKO, Conor.
Because, like, I look at, like, Gaethje did to Cowboy what Conor did to Cowboy. Like,
I think
Gaethje and Conor do the same thing.
I think Gaethje's style is perfect for Conor, and Conor's gonna fucking land that left hand, bro. And yeah, I think it's gonna be the same ending. No disrespect, I just think that's how it's gonna happen.
You think Conor's that much better than Gaethje?
I love Gaethje. His leg kicks are fucking phenomenal, bro.
Because I look at
maybe some of the best in the game.
Straight up.
He's like, you know, maybe top 3 leg kick guy. Like he's legit. I just think he's going to want to stand and bang with Conor, and Conor's just going to feast on that.
But that's what I mean.
He's just going to feast, bro.
Conor and Gaethje have the exact same style where they both want to stand and bang, right? So for me, it's like, I don't know, dude.
I think Conor's got bigger power than Gaethje.
That's the one thing where I'm like, and I also think like how good Conor looked at 170. Like I think Conor's bigger than Gaethje is.
And then Conor, like, he's got one punch power, bro. You know, like,
yeah, it's nasty.
Lights out power.
It's fucking nasty.
I think he TKOs Gaethje.
Okay, the fight that
Masvidal.
This is
fucking brawl, son.
To me, this is the fight that I think is going to happen next.
Brawl.
I think it's the smartest play to make. I think it's the only real play you make.
Let's not make it for that stupid BMF belt, though. I don't want it. I'm done with that shit. I don't want it to be for that.
And this is like the whole thing about that is because Masvidal's carrying it the fuck around. He's going to show up to every fight now with this thing. Like it's
real talk. I'd be carrying it around to you. I'd be taking a shit in it.
Oh,
you know,
for sure,
straight up, bro.
I think it's just dumb, and I think it honestly like.
But yeah, I just don't make it about that.
I think it not discredits the sport, but it makes it just seem like a bit of a clown show.
Gimmicky, bro. It's gimmick shit.
It's like WWE shit.
You don't have to do that. You're UFC,
dude,
bro,
I don't.
You know?
I don't like it at all. I'm really not a fan.
Like whatever that one-off thing. Okay, I'll let it slide on the one-off, but let's not keep rehashing this shit, you know? So
who do you think wins that?
Fuck. Like that's when I can see just being a war for 3 rounds.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll make it a main event. It'll be a 5-round.
Yeah, or 5, let's say. You know what I mean? Either or. I could see. I would love for it to be a war for that long.
Fuck
you know what I mean?
Dude.
So that's what I'm hoping for.
That fight gets me so hard, dude. I want to see that so bad.
That's a tough one to call, honestly.
I think Masvidal takes it though, dude.
Just because, like, yo, no time off, Street Jesus. He's like going in the later rounds. If it's a 5-rounder,
yeah,
he definitely has the advantage.
I think so too.
You know what I'm saying? Conor, I think, has to put him out sooner than later.
100%.
But it all depends when he fights him. If Conor has a fight or two, then fights Masvidal, all the better for Conor.
Who would he fight though? I don't think he'd fight anyone in between. Again, like I think the only play is Masvidal.
I say get that Gaethje fight in just for more conditioning and whatever. I wouldn't even be mad at it. I know the fans probably wouldn't care too much, but like
because nobody knows.
I'm just saying, just for Conor's, I want Conor to be tip top Conor.
So do I.
So you need a couple more fights to be tip top Conor.
I think
you can't let this skew you. He's still been off for 3 years.
I think though, if there was any way, like best case scenario for Conor is what happened. Like he came back, he didn't talk shit, he was respectful, he kind of re-upped his game, and he knocked him the fuck out. In 40 seconds.
wanted this more than anything.
Straight up, I am one of the biggest Cowboy fans. I fucking love Cowboy. All week long, I thought Conor was gonna win, but in my head, I'm like, how could Cowboy win? And I'm talking him up and this that. I fucking love Cowboy, but this needed to happen. It straight up did. It needed to happen.
I think UFC was just like, phew, thank fucking goodness.
No shit.
Now let's roll with our money guy. You know what I mean?
So he's like back, dude.
Well, and real talk, Khabib is great, but he can't sell it like Conor can.
Nope.
you can't put Khabib on the mic.
No, not a chance.
You know what I'm saying? And UFC needs Conor to carry him on his back.
Straight up, he does.
So, it's a win-win for everybody. Conor's going to rake in money. Mm-hmm. I don't know what he made off this fight. I haven't seen anything.
I haven't looked at any of the numbers.
And UFC is going to ride that fucking golden goose till, whoever comes up next. You know how they do.
How much money do you think Cowboy made?
$500,000, I'll say.
That's so shitty, dude.
That's a guess, but that's kind of the usual.
That's
like Masvidal made $500.
Against Nate?
I want to say Colby made $500. I could be wrong, but I want to say $500 was probably a good guess.
I hope he makes more, man.
Maybe some of the pay-per-view guys. I know Conor gets pay-per-view money
because, like, especially for Cowboy, like this is Cowboy's big. Finally, he gets this fight, and he only makes $500K. And like people are like, oh, that's a lot of money, man. It's not a lot of money. Like you're getting your head kicked in day in and day out. You're training all day long, and
Anthony Joshua, $75 million.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
$500,000 to 75 fucking million.
Yeah, no shit. Talking about boxing, when's the Fury Tyson fight?
February 22nd, I want to say. I may be wrong on that, but in February.
Have we talked about
it? They just released the official trailer. I haven't watched it yet though.
Have you talked about it at all?
Fuck, you can't ask me to remember.
I don't think
I haven't listened to any of the podcast, so I don't really remember.
I don't think so. Early call on that? Just like a month out? What do you think? Because I went back and watched the first fight, and holy shit.
Yo, Wilder was getting killed.
The entire time. Entire time, dude.
But he only needs one punch in 12 rounds.
That's the beauty of it. Oh, dude. There's so many good fights right now.
He is legit, like, I would say besides Francis, scariest KO power is Deontay.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like, fucking.
But there's no one else that hits like him.
No.
There's no one.
No.
And it's not even like he's just this big, massive guy, because he's not. He's small for the weight division,
He's like 218 or something.
He's skinny for the fucking weight division, dude. And he is just starching fuckers. It's crazy to watch.
The thing that worries me, though, is like...
Yo, side note. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever see that video of him knocking that mascot out on Mexican TV?
No.
Okay, so they're on like a Mexican TV channel or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I believe it's like the news. And there's a guy in a mascot like costume, right? And they're like, oh, like punch. The whole thing was this guy was gonna come out and Deontay was like gonna hit the mascot, like straight up punch him, right? Anyways, this guy is wearing this costume and it's literally just like cloth right in front of his face.
Okay.
And Deontay straight power punches him right to the dome. It was supposed to be like a gimmick. He like shattered his jaw. He had to have like facial reconstruction surgery. Dude, on live TV, God. Deontay just walks up and boom.
What about that video I sent you? Oh. Remember that video I sent you when he went to the gym for that kid and was like fucking punching that kid because he's talking shit, bro?
Yep.
Like, man, crazy, dog.
Realize, like, when Deontay says, like, I will kill a motherfucker, and, like, this is the only sport that you can die in, get paid for it.
I love it. It's like Mike Tyson talk. That's Mike Tyson talk. You know? Here's the thing, though. He gets in trouble, and he just loads up that one punch.
Yep.
And it's like, he could have keep jabbing him, set it up. He doesn't like to set it up. He gets in trouble, and he's just looking for the one punch.
Yep.
And that's what big punches usually resort to. I get it.
Yep.
But he's got to be better at that this time around. He can't just like load up for one shot. Or I think Fury wins if he does. If he does that, Fury wins the fight.
I think Fury wins.
So
I think like obviously
Fury's footwork is better.
He's so awkward,
jabs
dude,
like
so
better.
Like, but then it's like Deontay hit him twice, man. He knocked him down once in the third, and then straight KO'd him. Like
Undertaker, bro.
It's crazy how Deontay has such a simple game plan. Like everybody, go for it.
Was that a slow count?
It was, but it's one of those things where it's like
I haven't watched it in a while, but I think I remember it as a slower count.
It was because Deontay went. He'd actually like released a video of like them counting, and I think it was 12 seconds or something.
Okay.
Because there was a delay from when he went down to when the ref started counting.
Actually started. Okay.
He went down, and obviously the ref runs right over to him, and you're supposed to start counting right then. But he like looked at him quickly because I think he thought he was like out, which he was. But he kind of like started moving, and then he's like, oh shit, and started counting.
The best memes ever,
dude. So good. So good.
Fuck, man. So killer, dog. So killer. But that's gonna be so dope, man. I can't wait.
But that's one of those things where, like I was saying, you know exactly what Deontay's gonna do, and people can't stop it.
No,
I've never seen anything like that.
One punch, lights out.
It's crazy, dude. It's so crazy. Oh.
All right, so let's get into the games today. Did you watch the games today?
No, dude. I'm fucking doing homework and all sorts of stuff. I watched all the highlights though.
One game was good. One game, not the greatest.
Okay, give me the rundown.
So we'll start first game. Kansas City, Tennessee, and the Cinderella story is over here. KC wins 35-24. So Tennessee opens the game with a field goal and on the opening drive, which since Ryan Tannehill's been quarterback, since the red zone percentage, they've scored on almost 80% touchdown rate, which is crazy. Yeah. Green Bay second was 66%.
That's impressive, man.
Unreal,
really
bro.
Impressive.
Yeah. So they call on this guy to kick a field goal. First time in 4 games he's had to come out and kick a fucking field goal, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
that's a good problem to have.
He comes out 3-0. KC's first possession's a 3-and-out.
Yep.
And then on the next Tennessee drive, KC's D gets super sloppy, taking penalties.
Their D's been playing good this postseason.
Hey, they've been playing really good. Really good. That Tennessee drive ends with a Derrick Henry 4-yard touchdown run and puts up Tennessee 10-0.
Okay.
Then teams trade scoring drives. Yep. KC has a 10-play drive, which ends with a Tyreek Hill 8-yard shovel pass.
Yep.
And Tennessee goes on a 9-minute plus drive. And this is like I was thinking, this is a perfect offense. This is how they beat Baltimore.
Yeah.
This is how they beat New England, taking 9 minutes off the clock. Mahomes is just sitting there.
Yeah.
This is what you want, right? Yeah. So they 9-minute plus drive. KC had 2 more fucking penalties. One of them, both on a third down, one on a 3rd and 22. Brutal.
Jesus Christ.
So ends up being 17-7. Tannehill throws a touchdown to the backup tackle, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. He was like,
so, big moment for Buddy, obviously,
for
right? So, yeah, good on him. 17-7. And this is kind of when KC's like, just like last week, they're like, okay.
It's time to put it on.
Enough's enough. You know what I'm saying? So, next 2 Chiefs possessions ends with Tyreek Hill 20-yard touchdown, beating Logan Ryan over the top. And then Mahomes had a sick 27-yard touchdown run down the left sideline, just tiptoeing down the line, bro.
There was 3 guys that had a chance
right at the end there,
and they all went to strip.
I didn't think he was going to make it in.
Yeah,
I looked at lucky. I think he even thought at the end. He said too, he got lucky to make it in.
But if you go back and look at them, all 3 of those guys are trying to punch the ball out.
Yeah,
all 3 of them. They weren't going for the tackle, which is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I get were they down at that point?
It was 17-7 Tennessee at that point.
Yeah, you just got to make the right play.
Oh, no, actually 17-14 because they hit Tyreek Hill there with a 20-yard.
Yeah, you got to make the right play and just bring him down.
So with those 2 touchdowns at halftime, it ends up being KC 21, Tennessee 17. Third quarter, not much happens. Mm-hmm. Fourth quarter, KC has a 3-yard touchdown run, putting him up 28-17.
Yep.
And then fucking Mahomes throws a huge bomb to Sammy Watkins, 60-yarder, beautiful.
Sick.
So Sammy Watkins had 3 touchdowns in the first game of the season. Didn't have another one till today.
Really?
Yeah, fucked up.
I didn't
fucked
know
up
that
stat,
at all.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. I guess when you have Hill and Kelsey,
that's kind of it, hey.
But like, still, you would think you'd have more, right? He's still deadly receiver.
I hear about him all the time, right?
Yeah, he's really good.
Season.
Great deep threat.
I didn't realize that. Shit.
But yeah, kind of a fucked up stat.
I have a question because I didn't watch the game. Obviously, like looking at the stat line, Derrick Henry looked like he got shut down. I think it was
69 yards today. Yo, KC
19 carries, right? Something like that.
Yeah,
like
KC stepped up. But here's the thing.
But was that KC?
When KC gets a lead, when Tennessee has to come back,
yeah,
you can't run the ball.
Okay.
Tannehill's forced to throw.
No bueno.
No.
But
it's like putting the game in Kirk Cousins' hands.
Yeah, no shit, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what all teams want, and just nobody's being able to stop Henry. That's the thing.
Was it KC's defense playing the run real well, or was it Derrick Henry just not having a great game?
No, KC's defense gets full credit here. Bro,
okay, cool.
For sure.
Good for
them. They played really good. Like I said, in the beginning, it took some real bonehead penalties.
Yeah.
But they managed to get it all sorted out. I think Tannehill got sacked probably 3 times.
Yep.
So Mahomes finished with 22 or 35 for 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. 8 rushes for 53 yards, which led the team again this week in rushing.
He's so fucking
2 weeks in a row, bro. Dude. Yeah. And also, he's never thrown an interception in his postseason career.
Really?
Yeah, really good. Watkins had 7 receptions for 114 and a touchdown.
Yep.
Tyreek had 5 receptions, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tannehill, 21 of 31 for 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
So he still had a good game.
It was okay, but you're never scared with the football in his hands.
No.
You know? They have the killer receiver, A.J. Brown, who's a rookie with over 1,000 yards out of Mississippi. Just fucking deadly.
Good for him.
but they just never used them previous games because they're giving the ball to Henry 35 right? times a game. Yeah. But like you could use play action. That guy's so fucking deadly, bro. And this game, they used them more in the beginning. Looked really good, and just Tennessee's not a throwing team.
That's one of those things.
You know what I mean? Like if you stop their run, but here's the thing: it's a big if.
Yeah.
Like nobody could stop their run this year.
It's the same thing as Deontay Wilder. They have one game plan. They're going to come at you, try and stop it.
Yeah, and nobody could until today. You know what I mean?
That's wild to think that the Chiefs are the ones that stopped it.
Yeah, and like, you know, their defense is the big question mark. You know?
Right. It's been getting better all year.
Their run defense is pretty good. You know, I think even last year they led the NFL in sacks. So it's not like they never got to the quarterback. What? Yeah, I think last year they led them in sacks or were like top 2. No bullshit.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you do not like just talking about defenses. You do not think of KC.
You know who's their coordinator? Old Giants guy, Spagnuolo, bro. Yo, okay. There was a play in today's game. I think I want to say it's like the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay, my bad. I can't remember what it was. Third down. I'm guessing. KC had a fucking goal line defense out there to stop Derrick Henry on the run, and it fucking worked. Like nobody's gonna call a goal line defense.
So they stacked the
No
box.
one's calling that defense at that time. You know, just ballsy call. And credit to Spagnuolo that it worked. But yeah, no. KC's defense is better than good enough for them to win. Obviously, you know what I mean. So last week the Chiefs came with 41 unanswered points. This week they had 28 unanswered after being down.
Patrick Mahomes' leadership ability for how young he is.
See, bro, for how young he is. See him on the sidelines.
It's
like
wild.
Even when they're down 17-7.
It's wild.
You know they're not out of it. And even nobody believes that they're out of it, bro.
I saw a clip. I think it was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger.
Oh, bro, I was just going to give him a shout out. He played a sick game today,
apparently
bro.
He played sick, but he was saying that like Patrick Mahomes, like he'll come down the sideline and he'll get like even when they're down, he'll be like play by play, and he said that Patrick will walk by him and say one word, lead, and then keep going.
Yeah, he got added this year. Big difference why their defense is better. But he came up huge today on a lot of plays, bro.
That's why I saw a bunch of highlights. He was saying that like he's never seen a young quarterback lead and be that mature before. He said it's wild.
Oh, and everyone's having so much fun, man. It's when you see a team have fun like that, you know, they look like Baltimore looked like all year before last week. Right? You know what I'm saying though? But like. When you have like Mark Ingram saying, "That's my quarterback. Anyone got a problem? Come holler at me." Woo woo. You know, you know that shit. When you see teams,
big trust.
When you see teams do that shit, it's just like, you know, they got something special in that locker room, and KC definitely has it. And everyone's riding for Andy Reid, which I love. Long time coming. 21 years in the league coaching. I actually wouldn't be mad at KC for winning. I kind of was pulling just for Andy Reid more than anybody else, to be honest.
I want to because I want that fucking early year pick of mine.
Nice. Yeah, for sure, dog.
I know we keep harping on this, but I keep harping on this, but Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. I keep saying it. He fucking is.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, you can't argue with that right now.
If he didn't get injured, he'd have another MVP season.
It's hard to argue today. With so, Breeze and Rodgers haven't gone to a second Super Bowl. We know how great they are.
Yeah.
Brady's been to 9, dog.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like let's put that into fucking context here, bro.
So fucked up to think
like,
about.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, I'm not even a Brady or a Patriots fan, but you cannot deny the fucking greatness. You can't, and whatever fucking cheaters, whatever you want to say.
Do what you gotta do, bro.
Yo, shout out to the Houston Astros. I got to touch on that too because that's getting way worse, bro.
Okay, you got to fill me on that.
Yeah, getting way worse. I
saw a bunch of people up in arms.
People wearing buzzers and shit inside the jerseys, dog.
Really?
We'll touch on that in a bit. Yeah, straight up, fucking. So, anyways, shout out to Kansas City. Shout out to Andy Reid. I believe he's the only 7th coach to win AFC Championship and NFC Championship.
Cool. That's a dope stat.
If I'm not mistaken. So, pretty rare, bro. You know what I'm saying? And think of all the coaches that came from Andy Reid is disgusting.
We were talking about that last week.
Yeah. That's right. And so the late game was never really in doubt. San Fran won 37-20 over Green Bay.
Yo, what was Garoppolo's stat line? Like, just clear up. Because it was wild. I saw it and I'm like, that's wrong, right?
Okay, I got it here. When your quarterback has to only throw 8 times and you put up 37 points, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, that is so wild.
That's how you know you got a complete fucking ball team, man.
That is so wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just sick, bro. Sick. Last week against the Vikings in the second half, I want to say he only threw 6 passes.
8 times, whole game.
Okay.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, dog.
How many yards did he have?
Let me see here. Do I have his stats here? I might have not even written the stats down.
Either way, something so
I can look it
fucking
up.
dense.
But yeah. So what happened here? San Fran opened the game with a 3-and-out. Then they scored on the next 6 drives.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro. It was over right away. Green Bay had two turnovers in the first half, which is uncharacteristic of them. They've only had 13 all year, which is second fewest in the league. That led to 10 San Francisco points, which didn't help. Literally, this game was over in the first half. The total yards in the first half, San Fran had 225, Green Bay 93. The rush yards were San Fran 185, Green Bay 51. And
shout out to who's the running back for San Fran?
The guy Raheem Mostert. Now this guy, 29 rushes for 220 yards, 4 touchdowns.
He tore it up.
Unbelievable. He his story is super crazy, bro. Came out of Purdue University.
Yep.
Undrafted in 2015.
Yeah.
The Eagles signed him as a free agent. He was cut by 7 teams in 2 seasons, bro. Made San Fran's practice roster in 2016. Was a good special teams player.
Yeah.
I think he never had a carry up to that point. And to go from all that to be the first San Fran player postseason player with 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, it's pretty special. Him, Breida, and Coleman, crazy backfield. Coleman got hurt today. I don't know what his deal is going to be, but honestly, they don't need him.
I love stories like that, man.
Oh, he's so dope, bro.
So good.
Yeah, just to see someone like that succeed is fucking phenomenal. And I love his surfboard celebrations too. I believe he was on the track team too. Kid special.
Sprint like a motherfucker.
He was like the fourth in line running back when camp opened, I believe.
Good for him, man. That's fucking.
So yeah, what San Fran's done though is remarkable. Sorry.
So what went wrong for Green Bay? Sorry to interrupt you.
Well, they got manhandled, bullied, like both offensive line and defensive line for San Fran.
Yeah,
that's the game winner right there.
And that was it.
Like, it was disgusting. Like, they could not stop the run, and when you're down like that, you can't even throw on San Fran, bro. You know. Rodgers got picked off by Mosley. Sherman had an interception today too. Sherman got burned by Devontae, but still to this day, people do not throw to Sherman's side of the field, and which is crazy. You think of how long that guy's been in the league, and still to this day, people do not throw to his side of the field. It's fucking amazing, man.
Remember that interview he had? I think it was the NFC Championship game like a couple years back.
Crabtree.
He was like, sorry ass nigga like Crabtree.
Yeah.
So dope. Dude.
I love him, yo. He's a Seahawks guy, and honestly, like my all-time team for cornerbacks, it's gonna be him and Dion on my all-time team. I think.
You're not gonna go Darrell?
All time, no. I think it's gonna be Dion and Richard as my fucking.
It's hard to argue it, man.
But anyways, that's how good
he's that good. He is.
You know what I mean?
He really is.
And well educated, coming out of Stanford. Like, yo, this guy's legit
ballot.
smart. He
apparently
unreal.
Didn't use an agent of any kind.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah,
he negotiated all of his contracts.
Smart ass ninja, man.
Smart dude.
No, Stanford. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, so getting back to San Fran, considering what they did with this roster, so. They signed Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, which at the time they signed them to both 6-year deals, which was a bit risky at the time. Right? Yeah. Shanahan's been offensive genius in Atlanta, Houston, and Washington, I believe, before this.
Yeah.
Lynch has never been a general manager. He was a ex-player.
Yeah.
I want to say safety. Hell of a player though, one of the toughest in the league at the time, right?
Yeah.
I believe he's eligible for the Hall of Fame. So they made him executive, which he won executive of the year this year.
Cool.
So just in 2019, they drafted Nick Bosa first round. We all know about him. Debo Samuel, sick wide receiver, second round. Dre Greenlaw, 5th round. Traded for Dee Ford, who plays for KC, who he's going to play in the Super Bowl. And traded for Emmanuel Sanders, and also signed Quan Alexander. That's all just this year,
dude.
bro.
They built a roster in a year. Holy shit.
They did crazy job. And like Shanahan's one of the most innovative coaches. He's only, I believe, like 40 years old, and he's gonna be obviously a coach for life. Like this guy's, his dad was an ex-coach. Like he breathes this game, been around it for his life.
What wasn't their record last year like 4-12?
Yeah, but Garoppolo got injured too last year, right?
That's what it was.
I want to say maybe after week 3, that knee injury or something.
Yeah, he blew out his ACL.
He did get in.
He blew out his ACL.
Yeah, but yo, they only won 10 games the first 2 years. These guys were running shit. So, you know what I mean? Like,
good for sticking with it, right?
how fast they turn that shit around. And like, I think I said it before, but their defense plays just as fast as the offense. That's what's scary. So you're gonna have like high-powered KC offense against fucking high-powered defense.
Yeah, no shit.
That's just as fast as KC.
What do you think? Are you like? Do you want to go into that matchup? Because like next week we can do like a full breakdown. But like, what do you think the Super Bowl's like? How do you see that going?
Well, right now Chiefs are favored by 1.5, which means nothing. And the over/under is at 52.5.
I've been on the drive out.
I want KC to win.
So do I.
Just for Andy Reid. That's my only like.
I
don't really care about
like on the
else.
drive out here. I was really just like humming and hawing. I'm like, which way do I feel about this? And I don't know. I really don't know with this, man. Like at all.
I think KC does it. I think they're just offense is just too high powered.
I fucking love Mahomes, man.
Like
such a dick rider for him.
I'm not like Garoppolo. They beat New Orleans 48-46 or whatever that game was.
That
Garoppolo
one big
like
shootout game.
Yo, and like, Garoppolo like did air it out, whatever. Like straight up. Like I'm not sold on him for some reason.
I was about to say that's the only spot that worries me when in terms of like quarterback duel. Like
it's gonna be interesting if San Fran gets down and Garoppolo has to throw.
Yep.
Can he consistently do it? And I don't know. Chiefs can bring pressure. Frank Clark. Apparently he had quite the foul interview. I didn't catch it, but apparently he's dropping some good language on TV.
Let's go.
Yeah. Ex-Seahawks though, so shout out to Frank Clark. But I don't know. I think KC can do it, man. I think they can do it. They just fucking put it on you, man. You know. They cannot get off to a slow start like the last 2 weeks though.
But even then, man, they've rallied every single playoff game so far.
Yeah, but you want to really tempt fate and like be down 24-0, 17-7, like
no. But what I'm saying is there's going to be adversity on either side, and the team that I think can handle the adversity more is KC, right? Because there's
KC. I think the loss last year to New England. This is what gets them the win.
Yeah,
San Fran hasn't been through it yet. They're young. You got to go through the pain, bro.
Yeah.
Baltimore hasn't been through it. You got to go through the pain.
Yeah.
Next year, Baltimore, look out. They're gonna realize what they went through this year. And it's going to make a difference. And I think last year's loss to New England in overtime built KC to right now. And that's why I think they're going to win.
That makes sense.
They're battle tested. San Fran, no disrespect. You guys haven't been here.
They're not as hungry as that. They haven't like tasted.
You got to feel the pain. Just like Jordan when he kept losing the Detroit Pistons before he won all his championships.
Yeah.
Like you got to know what that's like, man. I think that makes a huge difference.
Because you got to take things like, especially mentally, like getting...
It's all mental at that point.
I was gonna say
you're all physically
there's another level you can take it to if you lose like that. That gives you like that extra little bit of determination, that extra little bit of and that motivation to do it. That obviously a young team like San Fran doesn't have because they haven't been there yet, right?
Right. But
so that's it.
With Shanahan, it looks like this team's gonna be there for a long time because all these guys. Okay, but like we just said, 2019, these guys draft picks. They own them for 4 years, 5 years, so they're gonna be sick, bro. They don't gotta pay them, no raises. You know what I mean? So they're gonna be good for a while, dog. You know,
that blows
scary
my mind.
Good.
That
Scary
they basically
good.
built an entire roster in 1 year.
Yeah,
like obviously there's pieces that went into it a little more long term, but the majority of it, like big pieces of the roster, just this year.
Like I remember when Sherman signed with San Fran, I was like, not really the best look for him.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like a rival
and
team.
like he's going to the fucking Super Bowl, bro.
Good for him.
You know what I mean? So like,
I'm fired up for him.
Yeah, sure.
I remember him getting carted off the field, right, and like that whole debacle with Pete Carroll and shit.
That was Thomas.
Oh, was it
with the middle finger? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
When he fingered him on the way.
Oh, that wasn't sure. I thought that was Thomas. Oh, okay, I got
He's in Baltimore right now.
That's what it is. Okay.
But no, Sherman gets hella love though.
Fuck yeah.
Always got love for the Seahawks, man.
Okay, right. Tell me about the Astros thing that's going on.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's been revealed that apparently Jose Altuve and Alec Bregman, two of the Astros' biggest hitters,
dude, I saw
were wearing buzzers on their right shoulders on the inside of their jersey.
Just at home games, right?
Just at home games.
I saw it.
So we'll rewind this 2017 against the Yankees.
Yeah.
Right? Altuve's at bat against Aroldis Chapman, one of the nastiest pitchers in the fucking big leagues.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe Altuve is up 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah.
95% of the time, fastball's coming because the pitcher doesn't want to get down any lower than 2-1, especially postseason, right? So you're going to come with the fastball. Well, Chapman's like, I'm coming with a off speed. He ain't going to fucking... he ain't going to think I'm going to come with off speed. No one would think this, right?
Yeah.
Comes with off speed. Altuve fucking hits it out of the park, right? So he's obviously everyone's going nuts. He rounds third base. And then this is the fucked up thing. He grabs his jersey, and for those who can't see me, he clenches the top of his jersey with both hands.
Yeah.
Saying, "Don't rip the jersey off me." Saying this to the teammates, right? So they fucking they don't rip it off, and like, okay, everyone's celebrating at the mound, right?
Yeah.
What does he fucking do?
Runs to the dugout.
Yeah, with a t-shirt in his hand. Runs to the dugout.
No
takes the
shit.
jersey off.
Yeah.
And whatever else. And puts the t-shirt on. Runs back on the field. And a reporter, Ken Rosenthal.
Yeah.
Baseball Insider, was waiting the whole time to interview him.
Yeah.
You got to look at the interview.
That's wild, dude.
And he's like, yo, brings up about the jersey not getting ripped off. He's like, why didn't you want your jersey ripped off? And he's like, oh, I'm shy. My wife would be mad or wouldn't like it. But okay, if you want to like go on the internet, there's like a lot of pictures with this guy's shirt off. Okay, he's not shy.
So just like straight up bullshit.
Not shy at all.
Just straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw a stat.
So other players have come out and said that they were aware of this too. Apparently, I want to say the Oakland Athletics brought it to the commissioner's attention, and they didn't do anything until another player leaked it. And then they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta do something."
Yeah, this is
it.
real.
So
I saw his ERA in home games was like 0.4 something.
I got it here, bro.
Dude,
I got
the
it
most
here.
nasty stat
So,
like difference.
2017 postseason.
This is so retarded.
This is when the Astros won the World Series. Sorry. So Altuve at home and away. So at bats, he had 36 at home, 35 away. So his home average, 472, outstanding.
Which is fucking retarded.
Away average, 143. Home runs at home, he had 6. Home runs on the road, 1. RBIs at home, 12. On the road, 2. Now here's the biggest one.
Up.
Your OPS. This is your on base plus your slugging.
Yep.
At home, 1541. Like that's so ridiculous, that number. On the road, 297, which is absolutely fucking horrible. Dude. Now, there's also a picture of his teammate Josh Reddick.
Yeah.
He's also giving an interview.
Yeah.
You see a fucking piece of tape across this guy's fucking chest. I'm not even bullshitting you.
Really?
The wife has come out to say, hey, that was confetti. There was no confetti that color, bro. Okay, so like, now the ripple effect of what this is gonna have, like,
do they now pull the chip?
Still not doing it. So don't know what's gonna happen. Fuck you, baseball, for first of all, why were none of the players gotten in trouble? Because they were like complicit in the whole thing.
How much of that is on a player?
Well, here's the thing.
Like
two of the coaches. Remember we talked about the guy going to Boston?
Yep.
He got fired.
Yep.
Another guy gone to the Mets. He got fired.
Yep. They got hired right away, right?
They got hired, and this is the thing. Like, it was like a kind of a known thing back then that they were doing this. Like, there was several complaints. I believe the Yankees complained about Boston using an Apple Watch in some way for cheating. I don't remember exactly what the details were, but the fact that the players have to be punished along with them. It's not just the coaches, because like, so the Houston Astros coach, 2 times he's seen these guys use the cameras.
Yep.
He broke the TVs with like a baseball bat and shit.
Yep.
But never said not to do it. Didn't reprimand anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Got upset, broke the TVs. The owner obviously didn't know, and the general manager didn't know either. But coach and general manager got fired.
But if you're like, say you're low rotation, you're just coming up, you have a lower contract, right? Like, how much of that is on you to say something, right? Like, are you going to give up your livelihood, your family's livelihood? You know what I mean? Like,
for what? Sorry, say that again.
To like whistleblow and like
tell here's the
this
thing.
Is going on.
This is what I don't understand. The amount of turnover in baseball, right? You're going to lose like 10 players a year on a team, okay?
Yeah.
You don't think anyone's going to talk when you're on your new team and you're like, hey, by the way, when we play these guys like to cheat. This is what I'm going to say to my new team.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm going to be like, hey guys, these guys cheat, so be careful. There was one pitcher in the playoffs. I want to say the Dodgers, Alex Wood, who changed his signs after, I want to say, every dozen pitches because he knew
that's cool.
Something was going on.
That's fucking
like
gnarly, dude.
You know what I mean? And he even came out and said, "I'd rather they be on steroids than cheat this way."
Yeah, no shit.
Back in the day, the steroid thing, everybody was on steroids.
When you're reading pitch signs like that, like if you're on steroids, it's still skill against skill, right? Like,
and
yes,
you get that one buzz for a fastball in your jersey on your buzzer, 2 for off speed. It's disgusting. Baseball needs to really come down on this shit, and like you're just gonna do those draft picks at $5 million.
No, they need to. At this point, they have to pull the chip. They have to.
They gotta do something to save face.
They have to.
You know what I mean? Like,
because realistically, if they don't, like we've talked about this before, where like shit like comes through the media cycle, blows up, and then it's gone. Like if they do not do anything more about this in a year, 2 years time, no one's gonna give a fuck about the cheating.
Well, pitchers and catchers got to report pretty soon. And like they've asked someone, like they asked the Boston, I want to say general manager.
Yeah.
And he's like, from what I hear, Boston players are saying, go ahead and investigate. We didn't cheat. No. Of course they're going to say that. I don't know if I believe him or not, but
is Boston like known for that?
Well, the guy the coach in Houston that did it went to
Boston. Okay,
and they won the chip the next year.
Oh, right, you were telling me that. Sorry, I don't. For everybody, I don't follow baseball at all.
But to be fair to Boston, they're fucking stacked, just like Houston was. So it's almost like that's the thing. They don't even need to do it.
Yeah, this shit.
They're so stacked. Both those teams. I'm not saying Boston did it. We know Houston did it. Houston didn't even need to do it. You know what I mean? And like the Dodgers lost the last 2 years in the World Series to Boston and to Houston. How the fuck do you think they feel?
Yeah, they'd be rattled.
Like that's fucking. That's bullshit, man. I lost to one cheater for sure, maybe another cheating team.
But like what other buddy was saying that Detroit pitcher or the.
It was a Houston pitcher that went to Oakland. Mike Fyers.
Who was changing up his signs?
Oh no, the pitcher that changed his signs was Alex Wood from Dodgers.
He's right though, where it comes to like the way that they're cheating is so like, if someone's on steroids, they still have to hit the ball for the steroids to take effect. You know what I mean? Like they're not being on steroids isn't making more likely to hit a ball. Now, when you hit a ball on steroids, you're more likely it's going to go out, right?
Yeah, you have some guys that would be a pop up that's like a home run,
but it's still skill on skill, right? Like you still have to make contact with the ball.
Oh, for sure.
This eliminates the skill gap. You know what I mean? Like
when you know what's coming,
bullshit.
When you know what's coming, it's like, the fuck's the point?
Like if you had a buzz, like imagine you're an NFL defense, right? And you get a buzzer, like, okay, this is a straight run play, this is a straight pass. You know what I mean? Like every single time, consistently.
I think even in baseball, like they even allow you to cheat in baseball. So if you're standing on second base and you can pick up the signs, it's okay. You cannot use anything electronically. So even though they allow you to cheat, these guys still take it and take it to the next level to cheat.
Why don't they just get like someone in a fucking blimp? To like hover above.
They're gonna have to change the rules now. I don't know what they're gonna do, but like something's got to be done.
Do you think, like, if I'm cheating, I'm flying up a drone. You know what I mean? And I just got a camera coming in looking at the pitch signals. Like, why aren't people doing that?
I don't even know if someone put a drone in the MLB or above the park or above the stadium.
But like cameras are so good, like it doesn't have to be right above the stadium. Just like high the fuck up, like a ways off, like angle down in. But you could do that. No
How about
problem.
let's not cheat?
But I'm thinking about ways to cheat, bro. But apparently, like you're saying, like baseball seems like the sleaziest sport.
If you're gonna cheat, let every team cheat. That's my whole thing. Like baseball? I was okay with the steroid era. Everyone was doing it.
Dude, we've talked about this. Like just let everyone be on roids.
It was better for baseball. Real talk, it made baseball better. People that didn't even like baseball were watching baseball. You know what I'm saying? Because real talk, it takes not everyone likes baseball, and I get why, but like. I don't know. This is probably going to make them not like it even more, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no shit.
So, I don't know. Fuck them, though. Oh, did you hear Luke Kuechly, Carolina Panthers linebacker, retired? 28 years old, bro.
Dude, he's so good.
Unbelievable, man.
That's so shitty that he's gone.
Way too young. Like, at one side, I'm like, yo, I'm happy you get to leave at 28 and you're not going to be fucked up for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But the selfish side of me is like, you're so fucking good, bro.
But my selfish...
Like, you could arguably say he's just getting his prime. 28, dog.
Prime is like 26 to 32.
Fuck.
But like, if I'm him, I'm signing a big contract and then getting my guaranteed money and dipping.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you wait till the next contract?
Yo, okay, so I know okay, to put it in context, this guy didn't even have cable the first 4 years he was in the league because he didn't want to get distracted from watching game film.
Really?
That's how fucking crazy this guy is.
That guy's locked
dedicated,
in.
bro.
That's like some Kobe shit.
Dedicated, bro. Like, oh, okay. For the 8 years, right? Eight pro seasons.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl 7 times.
He's
First team All Pro 5 times. He was a 2012 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 2013 Defensive Player of the Year. Over 1,000 tackles, 18 interceptions, and those both lead the league since he became in the NFL. So,
and that's only 8 years.
Only 8 years.
That's
and
so
like check out the rest of the list. Andrew Luck 29, Gronk 29, Patrick Willis left at 30, Calvin Johnson left at 30. Crazy.
Good for them though, man.
Willis, I think he had an issue with injuries. I want to say maybe his toe. Calvin Johnson, same thing, but they could both still play. I'm pretty sure, like they could both still play.
Calvin was like, he must have been. I think Calvin's
got disrespected by the Lions too a little bit.
Yeah, that, and I think he had more injuries than he made public. I think he was hurting, dude.
From my understanding, if I'm not mistaken, he won't even go into the stadium.
Really, I didn't know that.
Like it's that bad between him and the management.
What happened again? Because I know there was like a lot of.
I can't remember, so I don't want to get it wrong.
But did it ever like it was one of those things that was just known? But
I just know it was bad.
But did it ever come out publicly what specifically happened?
Yeah, I know it's out there. I just don't remember what it was.
Okay, I gotta look into that.
So, but yeah, it's bad though for sure. Like, and that's like one of your franchise guys behind Barry Sanders. Like he's like,
dude, he could have been, if he stuck in the league, he could have been best receiver.
Oh, he was sick, bro. The way that guy was built and the way he could run, man.
But he's double, triple team, and you just throw a ball up.
Yeah.
And he's going to get it.
Sick, bro.
It was wild to watch.
Yeah, he was exciting, man. But yeah, I don't know. Like, is that going to be the new trend? People leaving earlier? Like, these aren't just like good guys. These are
like Hall of Famers. These are Hall of Famers.
Elite guys, bro. Yeah, like, I don't know. Now I know it's like, now you can build your own brand, which is different than back in the day, right? So if your brand is doing that well, sure, maybe you could leave earlier.
But what does Luke got going on?
I know there's some injuries there because like
but like for his own brand. Like I know Gronk's got his shit. Luke's got nothing.
He's not about that though.
But unless he wants to just like go live on a farm somewhere and chill out.
I know he was saying like when I can't bring it as fast and as hard, I gotta walk away. And he's like, I can't bring it like I can, so I gotta walk away. And like, yo,
that's so gangster.
His 80% is better than people's 90% of people's 100%.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And for him to be like, you know what? No, because I'm not at my best. I'm not gonna do it. It takes a remarkable man to do that. I couldn't do it.
Do you think he'll come back?
No.
Do you think Andrew Luck comes back?
No.
I think Andrew Luck might come back.
I don't think so.
Man, I think he's one of
Gronk's
those guys.
Never spent an NFL check. You know he ain't coming back.
Yeah, but he's also so injured, man. Like Gronk is
and good for him. He's got the CBD deal going on. He's got a lot of shit. Like that's his brand. He's fine.
We were talking about brands. Gronk was on the fucking New Year's Eve countdown, smashing Steve Harvey's face.
Wasn't he a cruise booked for Gronk, like about his partying, and you could go on the cruise with Gronk? I think there's like a few years ago. Yeah, like this guy's brand is legit.
He's making a lot of money outside the NFL.
He's smart guy, man.
But that's what I mean. Andrew Luck isn't making money outside the NFL.
Guy went to Stanford. The guy's smart as fuck. He got a degree in architect. That guy's genius, bro.
Buddy, going from the NFL.
He's got over $100 million in the bank, bro. What the fuck does he need? He doesn't need nothing, bro.
But going from playing in the
29
NFL,
with $100 million in the bank,
to like from the NFL to building buildings, you're not gonna do that shit.
But yo, if he wants to, he can. He doesn't have to do nothing.
Yeah, I guess so.
What about these guys that have no degrees? What are they gonna do when they retire?
Yeah.
You know, this guy he's legit fucking Stanford graduate.
I guess I don't really think about that. Like, he doesn't.
And, like, he might like to do that. I wouldn't be surprised.
He doesn't need to work ever again.
He's a white guy. He's not going to be sitting around. He's going to want to do something. Yeah, I think he does it. I think he's like, he's going to put that degree to work. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever.
He has $100 million?
Yeah. I want to say, I'm almost sure he's got $100 million in the bank, bro.
29
years old, $100 million? I can see why you leave, bro.
What are rookie contracts right now?
I don't know what his was.
Like top
it's
10.
Different now though.
But that's what I mean. What are top 10 pick rookie contracts?
Like Sam Bradford or no, not Bradford. Fuck, who was it?
Sam Bradford.
Maybe it was Bradford's deal that changed after his deal they changed the rule because his rookie contract deal, I want to say it was like 70 something million, bro.
Really?
And they're like, okay, enough's enough. And they changed it after his. I want to say that. I could be wrong on the quarterback, but...
Because it's based on how high of a pick you are, right?
Yeah, he was number 1 overall.
Yeah.
So it's changed now. Now it's different. I want to say Kyler Kyler maybe gets around $30 million for his contract, and it's like 5 years, but you can renegotiate in the 4th year.
Okay.
Something like that. Okay. So don't quote me on the numbers, but it could be roughly like
30 mil is more reasonable for a rookie.
But like, yeah, there was big numbers back in the day, man. It was like, I guess, no limit, honestly. So they stopped that shit. Now
what determined it? Was it just agents like negotiating?
Yeah, if you got like the NFL, okay, so baseball, they got Scott Boras, who did those $1 billion in deals in a matter of weeks, right?
Yep.
NFL has Drew Rosenhaus.
Okay.
I want to say that's his name.
That name sounds familiar.
He kills it. He's the guy for NFL. So if that guy's chomping at you, these guys are gonna get paid regardless, right?
So I'm just clear this up because I'm like curious about this. I don't know if you know, but so if you get drafted by a team, right? Before at least with the different structure. So if you got drafted by a team, you then got to go into contract negotiation.
Yeah, based on usually what people would do is wait for obviously the top guy to sign, so you set the market. So
what happens if you can't come to terms on a contract?
I don't know.
Can you just refuse to play? Do you get traded? Like what happens?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I think once you hire an agent, you're locked in. So the key is, if you're not sure, don't hire an agent. Once you hire an agent, I think all bets are off. You have to go pro.
So you can not hire an agent. Sorry, we got Cujo in the other room. If you can hear
that.
If
you guys can hear that dog barking, yeah, my bad. We're dog sitting.
This thing's a little fucking killer.
But yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I know once you hire an agent, that's when it gets really sticky.
I'd be curious about that.
So, but
to me, that's fucked. It'd be. I always thought like you get drafted, and there's already like a set contract limit. Like, okay, first.
Well, now there's scales. Like now,
right?
Now it's like that. But back in the day, it wasn't like that for football.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, these guys were signing big deals, especially like number 1 draft picks, signing huge deals, bro.
But coming out of college, 70 mil, and you just blow your ACL first game.
Well, Mahomes about to get paid, bro.
Fuck
200
yeah,
million.
Dude.
Sick, dog.
Holy shit, he's about to get paid.
Oh yeah. But like, that's gonna be obviously no one's going over that mark, man.
No, not a chance.
Definitely not even for NFL.
No.
Basketball players, yeah, for sure. You got Chris Paul making that kind of money. Russell Westbrook at the end of his contract is making $44 million, bro.
That's so fucked. Like thinking about the discrepancy in contract between NFL and NBA. Like the amount of damage football players are taking, and the other thing is like we've talked about this too. Football players, they're wearing a helmet. You don't actually get to individualize yourself and build your own brand on a football field.
OBJ,
right?
That's why he always has a helmet on.
Yeah, man. He's fucking smart, dude. He's really smart.
You know what I mean? Like he's always out there pushing him.
Yep. But like you can't build your own brand. You're not really distinguishable. You have less guaranteed money, and your contracts are just straight up smaller, and you are getting the shit kicked out of you compared more than any other sport.
100%.
Like it's so fucked up.
But I'd still play though.
Oh yeah, dude. If I have a chance at even a chance at that.
Fuck yeah, 100%, man.
Still though, it's like. But
fuck, you're gonna go out like Junior Seau and fucking kill yourself.
Yeah,
dude.
man. Like
you know what I mean?
There's
scary,
some,
bro.
Like, real.
Dude. But to me, it would still be worth it because I set my family up for the rest of their lives.
You have to watch this Aaron Hernandez doc.
Yeah, no, I gotta get to it. Yeah, I gotta get to it, bro. I heard some shit from it already.
Dude, there's like one part of it that like is so out of left field that I was like, wait, what?
Is it him banging dudes?
Yes, dude. I was like, yeah. So I was super, super stoned with some buddies last night after the fight. And we're like watching it, and I was kind of like half in and out. And then he's like, there's this guy, because there's like bouncing back and forth between his high school quarterback and Aaron Hernandez's brother. And they're both like one scene, it's his brother talking about Aaron.
Okay, yeah.
The next scene, it's the high school quarterback talking about Aaron. And the high school quarterback was the guy he was plowing, right? And so I'm like kind of on the couch, and then all of a sudden I hear, oh yeah, we were totally in a relationship. And I look up, and it's his brother on screen. And I'm like, wait, what? What the fuck is going on?
It's like, dude's dating his brother?
Yeah, no shit.
No, I heard it was killer, though. I definitely got to check it out, man. Dude, I want to get his jersey with killer on the back.
That's fucking hilarious.
Straight up. Definitely. That's got to happen.
You know how there was I was thinking about this too. You know how there was like a free jersey swap? Like after the whole shit went down, the Patriots offered free jerseys. Like you could come in and swap your 81.
Right.
You know how many African kids are wearing Aaron Hernandez jerseys right now?
Straight up.
You know that shit got flown out to Africa, dude.
No lie, dude.
So good.
Fuck yeah. Well, whoever loses the Super Bowl, there goes all the clothes. They're going to think they won.
Yeah, no shit, right?
That's hilarious. Well, whatever. We're keeping them warm, right? Fuck. What more you want from us, man? You know
but they don't need warmth. They need food.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
They eat the clothes.
We'll send some gift baskets. So, fuck. What's going on? What else is going on, man? Anything?
Fuck, man. This week has been a shit show for me. Still getting the place sorted out and this, that, the other. So, like, I got not a whole lot of newsworthy events for you, brother.
So, I seen a couple quite newsworthy stories, I guess.
Fill me in. I'm sure I've heard them. I just didn't write them down.
So one, there was a cargo ship in Philadelphia with 20 tons of cocaine on it.
Fuck yeah.
Worth approximately $1.3 billion. And now, here's the funny thing. The ship is owned by J.P. Morgan Chase. And
that investment bank.
Yeah, for those who don't know, they're one of the largest banks in the world. They're the largest bank in the U.S. and the 6th largest in the world by total assets.
They're also
approximately $2.7 trillion.
They are also one of the investment banks that got bailed out during the 2008 financial crisis. They were a key player in that. They're one of the reasons it happened.
So this got me to thinking, like, we've all heard the government involved in other shady shit before. You know what I'm saying? This automatically got me thinking about the Iran-Contra affair, how they sold crack in L.A. and that funded the shit back in Nicaragua, right? So earlier this year, I didn't remember seeing this, but there was 39 keys of coke on a military plane traveling with the Brazilian president.
39 keys of coke?
Yeah. Eventually, an Air Force member, Silva Rodriguez, 38 years old, got fired.
Dude's just
pretty ballsy though.
Balling, dude.
Like, I'm on a plane with the president. I'm just gonna bring 40 keys.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was the president bringing 40 keys.
No, it was.
The Brazilian.
It was on his plane.
It's just out here just.
Initially, that's what I thought when I read the headline, but it was somebody on his plane.
Okay. That's less
they
cool.
said he wasn't made of aware, but like.
Oh, dude, you better believe he's getting in there.
I don't know. We'll see, right?
Yo, if you're the president of Brazil,
he's gonna be getting some good shit though,
buddy. That'd be a shit show. It'd be so much fun.
Fuck yeah. Also, too. Back in the 60s, the CIA sponsored a secret war in Laos. I don't know. Do you ever remember this?
No, I don't.
So they were openly accused, the CIA was of trafficking
do I remember
heroin.
this? I was a fucking...
Or maybe you read about it in school or shit. I don't know. Like research
man, like
or some
94,
shit, right? You know
bro.
what I mean? So, well, no, you're a smart dude. You do a lot of reading, right? You know what I mean? So this was like verified by Rolling Stone, and they actually made into a movie called Air America. I've never seen it. Don't know if you have. So CIA moving lots of heroin in the 60s to the 70s, which is dope. We touched on the Gary. So the Gary Webb, do you know who that is?
No.
So when the Iran-Contra thing broke, he was a journalist that was, I don't know if he broke the story, but he was doing a lot of reporting on it.
Yeah.
I want to say he worked for the San Jose Mercury News. Anyways, he broke all this shit. Ends up committing suicide.
Or committing suicide?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, they say suicide, but I don't know. Like, you're obviously gonna have people that don't buy it.
Oh, and back in the 60s, dude,
like,
you do whatever you want.
The CIA didn't wipe this guy out for saying all this shit.
But back in the 60s, you do whatever you want, dude. There's no security cameras. There's no DNA testing. There's none of that shit.
MK Ultra program.
Yep.
In the mid 50s. So I didn't remember this, but so what this was the CIA had 3 safe houses in the Bay Area, and they paid prostitutes to serve acid-laced cocktails to unsuspecting Johns while they watched behind a 2-way mirror. I don't know. They're getting their rocks off or some shit.
No, do you know what this was?
What's that?
So they were testing the effects of LSD and like psychoactive drugs on people.
So they'd be watching high guys bang hookers, bro?
But this is the thing. Is originally it started out as a volunteer program. So people volunteered to take doses of LSD and just to see what would happen to them. But eventually people stopped wanting to do it because they would give them like fucking crazy doses and they'd be high for like 36 hours.
Was the Unabomber on the shit? No, like I heard, honestly, like he was part of these or something like this. And maybe even... I don't remember who the other person was, but I heard Unabomber might have been part of a program like this.
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I didn't look into it, but I just heard about it. So,
but eventually they ran out of volunteers, and so again they paid these prostitutes, these hookers, to literally give it to guys while they're fucking them. And it's literally just to see what the effects of LSD are.
Fuck, what a job!
That's
a like. What are you doing? I'm gonna go watch these guys bang.
Buddy, I want to be one of those guys. What are you talking about? Being on LSD?
I'd be taking some, dude.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, don't lie, though. That's a good job, man. Straight up, man. Fuck yeah. In 1988, also, CIA hired a Venezuelan general, Ramon Guillen, to find out info about the Colombian drug cartels. And so what this guy did was use the National Guard to buy coke from the cartels, ship it to Venezuela, store it, which was run by Guillen and entirely funded by the CIA. Some of that coke made it into the States under controlled shipments.
Yeah.
They were supposed to have DEA approval, the CIA were, and DEA actually denied it.
Really?
CIA is like, fuck you, we're doing it anyways.
Fuck yeah.
So 3 years later and 22 tons of coke later, the U.S. Customs put a stop to it in 1992.
22 tons of cocaine.
In 3 years, dog.
Just take a bath in it.
From Caracas, Venezuela to Miami.
You think about like...
And then they seized a 800-pound shipment in Miami in 1992 that pretty much put an end to it.
Fuck yeah.
So, and then also Manuel Noriega. They did business with Noriega.
Okay.
Known drug runner, money launderer in the 70s and 80s.
You're going balls deep on some criminal shit.
Yeah, yo, you getting that rabbit hole? Because I'm like, yo, we all heard that. We all know they do shady shit.
Yeah.
Like, we heard of some of the shit before, but I had to get my facts straight, so I wanted to get into the shit. But yeah, straight up, man. Like, and these are like... These aren't maybes either. These are like wholehearted truths. You know what I'm saying?
These are documented.
So if these guys are doing this kind of shit back then, what are they doing now, though? Straight up. They got to be doing some crazy fucking shit, dog.
Buddy, they're taking girls to islands and doing whatever the fuck they want with them. That's what they're doing.
Straight up, bro. Straight up. Also, too, they had that, I don't know if you remember that program where they wanted to track firearms from U.S. to Mexico. It was called Operation Fast and Furious. So what these idiots did.
Who comes up with these names?
I know. Super cheesy, bro. Dude. Super cheesy.
So good.
So what they were going to do was they're going to let these guns go, 2,000 guns go.
Yeah.
And basically like trace them to who they go to, figure out who's using them, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So out of the 2,000 guns, 1,400 of them became unaccounted for.
Jesus
don't know what the fuck happened to them. They had border agents that were apparently killed by these guns that the states let go into Mexico. I believe some of these guys, you know how it is, just the low-level guys get in trouble. Nobody high up gets in shit, obviously. You know what I mean? But, like, what else are they doing? Like we were saying, what else are these guys up to?
You know what I think they could be doing? Because, like, obviously they're not, I don't think at least they're that into, like, doing coke and stuff like that anymore in terms of, like, running it, being, they might be here and there, but I think, I think they're in cahoots with Big Pharma when it comes to like the opioid crisis, like antidepressants and opioids and shit.
Opioids are huge, bro.
You know how many people die every year and are addicted to these things? You know how much money that is? Like, it's such a fucking huge business, especially in the United States.
Yo, straight up, I'm glad you brought that up because it's something I wanted to talk about. Another thing I read: 1/3 of the Americans consume 80% of the world's opioids.
Yep. It's
a third of the Americans, 80% of the world.
It's so fucked up how much of a problem it is there and how much money it's coming in.
So the opioid business, $24 billion a year industry. Oxys have been around since 1996. And for those who don't know, Oxys come from Purdue Pharma, which is owned by the Sackler family. Have you ever heard of these guys?
No.
Stupid rich.
It's just like
bro.
Rockefeller type shit.
Stupid rich, bro. So they're worth approximately $14 billion, and there's around 20 heirs. These guys have wings in famous museums all around the world, like New York Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Louvre, the Royal Academy, Harvard, Guggenheim.
Yeah.
Now, you think, okay, with someone with that kind of money, they would probably be more charitable to like other causes, not just these prestigious museum causes. Like, take, for instance, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Helping all these people in Africa and
he's
doing
like,
all this shit. You know what I mean, though? Like, he's doing it for like the people that need it.
Yeah, but Bill Gates like a come up story himself. He's like,
these guys are like donating money to like wealthy fucking museums that already have money. You know what I'm saying?
Like, these guys are like embedded in like politics and like high class America. You know what I mean? Like, Bill Gates is one of those guys who like started a company out of college and just blew up, right?
But like, you think they would kind of maybe donate to the less fortunate is my kind of thing.
Nah, these fuckers are greedy.
Maybe not. I mean, I'm not gonna tell someone how to spend their money. Dude. You know what I'm saying? But
these people are straight like evil, man.
So, 96, the Oxys come out. By 2001, sales have gone past 1 billion annually.
Jesus Christ.
So this is how they kind of did their plan. So back in the day, providing kickbacks were totally legal. So they did this to each part of the distribution chain. Wholesalers got rebates in exchange for keeping Oxys off prior authorization lists. Pharmacists got refunds on initial orders. Patients got coupons for 30-day starter supplies. And who's not going to get addicted, right? 30-day supply.
Yep.
Academics got grants. Medical journals got millions in advertising. And then senators and members of Congress got donations from Purdue Pharma. So obviously they're going to be more favorable. These guys are giving them the big money,
no shit, right?
You know what I'm saying? They would fly doctors to these seminars, which were basically golf trips to Pebble Beach.
How lit were those seminars, dude?
Oh, dude.
Must have been just heinous.
Oh, I bet you they got pretty rowdy for sure, bro. Definitely, man. Between 96 and 2001, the number of prescriptions went from 300,000 to 6 million in the U.S. And then eventually, doctors started getting arrested for running pill mills, basically, right? You know.
Have you ever taken anything like that, like oxys or anything?
Yeah, I've tried oxys.
What are they like?
Not a big fan.
What did they do to you?
So I had an 80 milligram. So I did it in half, bro. Yeah. Fucking worst decision I ever fucking made. I never did it again.
What's it like?
I was like scratching so bad. I was like itchy as a motherfucker.
Oh, like crackhead type shit.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Never felt like more like a junkie in my life, bro. Like just that alone, I'm like, it just feels so disgusting.
They scared the fuck out of me,
and
man.
You're like super ripped. I didn't enjoy it, man. It's not for me, dude.
It's everybody, like, especially when you see like rappers like taking lean and oxy and stuff. They literally just sit there at parties. But you're literally just like, it's like taking an edible. You're just fucking fried.
Man-made heroin. That's what it is.
But you're just fried, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? For me, like, it's
not even fried. You're just
like fun.
Out, bro.
You're like a zombie. Like lights are on, no one's home, right?
Didn't like it, man. You know, not for me. I could see like, you know, a lot of people get addicted by like, okay, legit car accident or whatever injury.
Yep.
And they get prescribed them.
Yep.
And they can easily get addicted. I get that part. And then now what people are doing, they can't afford it, so they're just going to bang out heroin. $5 a pop, right? It's cheaper. And that's how you become a junkie.
That's so fucked up.
You know, I don't want to pay 20 a pill when it's going to do $5 through a needle, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it scares the fuck out of me, man.
So,
I will not touch it.
Not to be fucked with, right? You know what I'm saying?
Like, but even like getting pain medication, like when it comes to like an injury or something like that, I stay off of it as much as I can.
Not me.
I know you fucking ride that shit.
Fuck, I got perks actually fucking right now, bro.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's finish off the pod.
But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so getting back to the Sackler family. So like finally in 2007, the federal government steps in.
Yeah.
Purdue Pharma pleaded guilty to felony charges, admitting it had lied to doctors about the abuse potential.
They just admitted it.
Yeah. So under that agreement, they had to pay $600 million in fines, right? The three
drop
top
in the hat.
Yeah, it is though, for sure. The three top executives at the time had to pay $34.5 million and 400 hours community service. Really, probably not much to their eyes, right?
Wait, did they actually have to serve the community service?
Yeah, they did, I guess. So, and you know, for those rich dudes, that killed them more than the 34
I was gonna say that is way worse than the 600
We gotta go to work, dog.
We gotta go scrub graffiti and
I'll give you 40
shit.
million instead. How about instead of 34 if I don't have to do this work?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Oh, I would have loved to seen it though, straight up. Now it kind of seems like, you know, this is like the beginning of the end for these guys now, right? The family itself is going to likely to emerge untouched because of a sweeping non-prosecution agreement negotiated during the 2007 settlement.
Yeah.
So, meaning most new criminal litigation against Purdue Pharma can only address activity that occurred after that date. And since there's been no family members at any executive positions since 2003, they're all skating free.
So they're all walking.
They're all walking.
What pieces of shit, man?
Yeah. They know what's up. And just like in the last few years, they've taken out way more cash out of the company than they ever have before because the writing was on the wall. They seen this coming. Do
you think that these families are going to die off?
Nah, that's just generational wealth, bro.
It's generational, but I look at it like
that shit's
all
just gonna keep going.
all the new like obviously there's like oil starting to die, so those oil families are eventually going to go down the drain, right? But now obviously they're going to be smart and reinvest in other things, but they're going to lose a lot of their power, right? I look at new technology and like all the new tech startups, like all the new billionaires, Elon, we were talking about Bill Gates earlier, all those, who's the Apple buddy who died? Steve Jobs. All those guys were like startups out of garages. Yep. They're not like generational wealth that's been handed down that they're continuing. You know what I mean? So I think all of these families over time, they're not going to completely die off in terms of like their power, but I think they're going to be cut way down.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like a lot of power to have one family. Now, these guys, like, hey, when you come out with a drug, like you own the patent for X amount of years, right? So from these guys' argument, they're like, well, there's so many generic versions of it, you can't just blame us. And the government's like, no, fuck you, we're blaming you.
Yeah, that makes
you know
sense.
what I mean? Straight up. And like, I don't know, it's a slippery slope. Like, the fact that they lied to the doctors and like did a lot of shady shit that way, yeah, for sure you got to be held responsible. You know what I mean?
But I think too, like to go along with all the new generation billionaires, I think the election of Trump is like a signal by the American population of, hey, we're so fucking over being lied to by politicians, and these politicians and super wealthy families are so intertwined that it's such a corrupt system. You know what I mean? All these people walking, all the Wall Street guys walking, like.
I think the world's run by a few families, though, man.
But that's what I mean. Is I think the Trump being elected was a signal that, hey, like when I was down before he got elected, I was down in Mexico and I was talking to a couple of people from Colorado, and they said that they voted for Trump not because of his policies, but because there was no one better, and because they were so tired of how their government had been run for the last fucking 50 years that they're like, we just need someone to come in and just blow shit up.
My view is they're all gonna fuck you, but I don't care who's in. You're getting fucked one way or another.
Yeah,
that's my view. You know, whether it's right or wrong, that's how I feel. But you talked about Elon Musk there. I read this guy is getting like his bonus structure. So he's closing in on a $346 million payday. It's a part of a $56 billion performance bonus package. And so he gets the $346 million if Tesla reaches $100 billion valuation and maintain it for a 1 month and 6 month average. Right now, I think it's just under 97 billion.
Straight up though, if anyone deserves it, it's him.
Crazy, man.
Because did you see what happened? Like because originally how he blew up was PayPal, right? He created PayPal, and then when that sold, he made $100 million off that, and he put like I think it was $30 million into
Peter Thiel, isn't he PayPal?
I'm not sure. I know the name. I'm not sure the specifics.
I thought that was his. But anyway, okay, go on.
But either way, when he sold, where he got his money from PayPal selling, the way he split it up was he put like 30 mil into Tesla, 70 mil into SpaceX, and then 10 mil into the Boring Company. So he even says, he's like, I sold PayPal, and then I literally put all of the money from it into these other companies that I had no money. I could barely even pay my rent. Nice. He literally put, so he's
letting his money work for him though.
Exactly,
yeah,
but he's worked,
right?
like he's put his ass on the line.
Oh,
to
gamble,
huge shit.
Gamble big time. And most of these guys that got this kind of money, they gamble big time, bro.
And so like, if anyone deserves that much money, like it's Elon. You know what? I'm really pissed off about this. Not pissed off, but just like the more I think about it, I forget who I was talking to. But we were talking about like people who get upset when billionaires like hand down their wealth to their families and so on and so forth, and just carries down, and people who get upset or mad at people who are born into a lot of money. Man, right. If I say it's like an Elon Musk type shit where you just like, you're coming out of college and you have this good idea and it clicks, you blow up, all of a sudden you're a billionaire. You bet your fucking ass that I'm trying to set my kids up the best way possible.
Oh, for sure, bro.
And to people who are like especially like far leftists, like I'm not far Republican, I'm not like super right leaning, I'm not super left leaning, I'm more of a liberal, leaning a little bit right. But to say that people should be giving away the money that they've earned from their own companies and because their kids don't deserve it is such bullshit, man.
Yo, nobody should tell people what to do with their money.
Straight up.
Nobody tells anybody what to do with their money. You know what I'm saying? I think you want to keep it, and you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. You want to give it away? I think that's fucking awesome. You don't want to give it away? Good, man. Like, it's your money. You decide. And like everyone that had that kind of money, they would all want their kids the best for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everyone could say different, but if they were in that position, they would probably do the same thing, man.
No, 100% they would. You're not going to take that away from their children.
Fuck no.
No.
Now, if I was one of those kids and my parents were giving away all their money, like Bill Gates, he's giving away 99% of his money. I'd be like, Dad, what the fuck? Yo,
no
dog.
Shit. But he can give away 99% of his money and you're still walking out with a cool 100
mil. They're going to be like still gajillionaires. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be like, yo, Dad, real talk, man. Yo, what about 98%?
Think about how much money the Microsoft stock is going to be worth in like another 100 years, 50 years. You know what I mean?
And Bill Gates, apparently, like none of his money comes from Microsoft anymore.
No?
No, I think it's very, like, that's like,
but he still owns
very small,
but all that stock, like, he just makes money off the dividends, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much he even owns, to be honest, anymore. But if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he makes much. It's other money. But you know how once you make money into that, you're on to bigger and better things, right?
It's just exponential, right?
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And he's like in with the scientists and with all these other guys, like with AIDS medication or polio or like, he's always trying to fix something in Africa or like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's always doing that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like straight up, that guy's like doing great with his money, man. Like And I'm sure other people do it behind the scenes. But yeah, definitely him and his wife, for sure, killing it that
Actually,
way.
quality people.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. You know what I mean? Good people.
All right, buddy, we got to cut this off before the camera dies. Shout out if you're watching this on YouTube and you checked out episode 3 and there's no video feed, it's because the camera died mid-recording and it corrupted the file and we didn't get to save the video. I tried, but we're trying to prevent that here, so I'm gonna cut it off real quick. Do you want to keep going after this?
Up to you.
You got more to talk about?
What time is it?
I don't really care about time. Do you got more to talk about?
Oh, yeah, I got more. I always got more to talk about, bro.
Okay, fuck yeah. I'll pause it.